And good morning. Happy Thursday morning. Oh, I got to do something here. There we go. Got to turn that light off. Trying just a couple new things out this morning, so may do a little bit of testing. I've done some recording. Things sound okay. If you hear any type of echo, any type of double sounds, things like that, if you can't hear the music, if you can't hear the game sounds, stuff like that, let me know. This is kind of just a quick way for me to test a few things I've changed around on my desk and my setup. And I figured, there's no better way, because my ears aren't great, there's no better way to do it than have you guys be my guinea pigs and test subjects. So that's what we're doing today. The other thing is it's going to be a shorter stream. I do have a meeting coming up that I do need to take part in. So what I planned on doing for this stream, outside of maybe a Q fight or two, depending on where we're at. Yeah, we'll go ahead and do an AQ fight or two, and then we'll do the arena, and then we will probably call it, and we'll be back later today or tonight to finish up the incursions run with my friend Symbiote Steve. So let's go big screen. All right. So now that we're big screen, I've got to do one other thing here now. Let's get this out. I'm going to pop it right about here. And then I want that there. And I want that like that. I've got my chats. I've got everything. And okay, we should be good. I don't hear the game audio. I hope you guys do. So yeah, couple quick AQ fights. Hopefully we take out the boss here and we don't die. And well, that's a big ask. Let's see what we do. I hate these nodes with tenacity on it because no matter how long I wait, I always feel like it's never long enough. I always feel like they're going to come back and hit me in the face. Makes it easy when he just throws a special. Then I don't have to worry about parrying and having the tenacity, and then we finish him off like that. All right, now just because of energy, I am going to... Is there somebody who can come up and take care of that fight? No, I can't leave it. I can't leave it. I leave it. I just have the gut feeling someone's going to miss it. So what we'll do here is we're going to do this. And then we'll wait a few minutes and then we will go in. No tenacity on this node. Just an annoying kitty pride. Because she gets a bunch of prowess. And if she didn't want to throw that there you go. I like it when she throws a special when I'm in range. That way she doesn't phase. And that way I can hit her right in the face. And then I think we should be able to finish her off here with a special too. Nice. Didn't even take the recoil damage. Hey, Amjad, what's going on? Yeah, today we should get the compensation package. That is what I've heard. That's what I'm going with. And, well... let's hope it's true, because I want it just as bad as everybody else. Because what I think I'm going to do is when it does come out, I'm going to do my incursions run, finish it off. Probably open, I said I wasn't going to open any more Titans. I'll probably open that one along with the compensation Titan Nexus, along with, yeah, I've got 5, probably 6 by the time that rolls around, 7 stars to open up. So I'm hoping we get it today. All right, let's go ahead and get the arena that I'm going to do started. We'll give it 2 minutes. When I see that energy pop back up there, we'll go take on the boss. I've got this filtered correctly, right? Availability filtered to 7.2. Yes, okay. We've got recoils on. We should be good to go. And we're just going to try and run through this relatively quickly. And of course, I say that, and they give me a Spider-Woman in the first match. Ooh. There are some champions very early on in the arena grind that are just really, really bad to see. Spider-Woman is one. Serpent is another. Doom can be a pain in the butt too from time to time early on. Just champions don't really like throwing their specials, and they don't like coming into you, and they like doing weird combos and just a pain in the butt. Like that. Her little evade is really disgusting. I mean, I don't know what the percent chance is, but it's... Okay, I do. Well, I can't even look it up. Anybody know what Spider-Woman's evade chance is? Hey, Xander, what's going on? What is Spider-Woman's chance to evade? It's got to be what, 75%? At least that's what it feels like. Going to pull off an insane stunt today. R4 Miles. Hey, I took my Miles, believe it or not, on my mini account. I took Miles up to rank 2 and took him into war. He did okay. I kind of screwed up more than he did, but he did okay. I took a rank 4, with my little rank 2, I took on a rank 4 Kindred and a rank 4 Chavez. No real big issues. You know, I screwed up the Kindred fight, so I took some degen damage at the end. I just failed to have a special when I got him down to end of life. Oops, sorry, I was looking at a message that came in and not paying attention to game. You know what, we're just going to do this. Then that. Get some incinerates, thank you. We'll do some more incinerates, and we'll finish you off. Hey, Mike, what's going on? He's so fun to use, and satisfaction for completed prompts is fun. Yeah, you know, the problem is in war fights, it's really hard to complete all the prompts. You almost need a little bit longer content. But I will say, my little rank 2 was getting some decent crits. I think he got a couple 19k medium crits. So... I didn't finish it up. I stopped at, I think I'm in room 14, something like that. I stopped when everybody kind of dropped and was having issues with the YouTubes. So we'll pick it up later tonight. Okay, we'll run this one, then we're going to go finish off the boss in AQ. You know, the special incursions that they do are really fun. The regular incursions suck. I still do them from time to time for the resources, but they just really, really are no fun. Hey, JJ, welcome to Thailand, and hello to Thailand, and much love out to Thailand. Hope you're doing well. See, for you, it would be this evening, I think. Oh, this will be a good boom boom. Very rare that I get 3 shocks up in the first few hits. If you could get more shocks with Beta Ray Bill, he would be really fun to play. And the aforementioned pain in the butt champions early on in Arena. Here you go. At least I had a good counter for him. You know, she may go up. For the next meta, she may be pretty darn good with the... what is the stupid node where you only get power when you have debuffs on? Man, my brain. My brain is a scary place. Thailand is really cool. You're in France. I've been to France. Briefly. I was in Paris for a day. We did all the typical touristy Paris things, except for we didn't go to the Louvre. Never been to Thailand. I hate snow. Welcome in. Polka Dot Power. Thank you, Mike. Like I said, my brain is a scary place. Let's go finish this. See if we can do this boss now in AQ. I hate Mordo. The boy rarely ever throws a special when I want him to. Like right now would be awesome. Thank you. Jeez. As long as I get to my special 3, I'm okay. Once I get to my special 3, I can use that as protection against his non-special throwing behind. All right, let's get a heavy attack in here, because that should take the power gain, and it did. Shoot. I messed up. Now I've got to do this. I messed up. Okay, we're going to have to finish this off with Maul, I think. I forgot what day it was, then I parried him, and then I did stupid things. Really, with the power gain, you came after me. Typically, you back away when you have the power gain. You little... I said I hate this guy. All right. We finish him off here. And if not, somebody else finishes him off. I don't care. You just need to get a special one off, and the degen does a good chunk. There we are. Degen. Boom, 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 boom. Now... see, he's being aggressive with the power gain. Still not throwing a special, but he's being aggressive with the power gain. I like it when you back away, because with Maul, you can do this, and you can steal that power gain for yourself. And the other cool thing with Maul, let's see if we'll... Okay, dude. Not nice. Not nice at all. Yeah, well, I can't bring Nefaria for my paths. I hate that little stutter you were doing there, dude. Okay, well. You thought you had me. There we go. He got that 3 bars of power and he's like, "Oh, I got him now. No, you don't. Not with Maw on the team. Okay, now let's go back to the arena. All right. So we got everybody in here. Okay, now that we've got more folks in here, let me know, volume-wise on the mic, music, game volume, do you hear echoes? Do you hear other things? I'm going to do one other thing. Let me know if you hear an echo on this. And there'll be one more change I'm making tonight. I've got one more thing on the way. Okay. Will this kill her? I don't think it will. Nope, of course not. Why would it kill? And she's going to evade. Oh, she didn't evade. Oh, I had true focus up. There we go. No echo on anything. Wonderful. I had a set of what ended up happening was the speakers I normally use on my desk died. I don't know what happened to them, but they went boom. I heard a pop, and they were toast. Those typically, every once in a while you'll see me wear headphones. That's where the headphones are located, is in that set of speakers. So I have a cheap set that's hooked up right now. Just kind of USB plugged in. I've got a decent set of speakers coming to kind of replace my good ones. We'll see how they work. Since I use this computer for all my calls, at work, I use it for all my entertainment stuff, watching football, watching other live streams. You know what? If you're not going to throw anything, I'm fine with that. Maybe I'm not. Oops, late on those. Uh-oh! Don't kill me, please! Okay. Everything's perfectly balanced. Cool. Cool. I like it when things work the way I want them to. Now, the cool thing is I can hear the music now without the audio. I can hear, if I want to do that, or so I can hear those, and I should be able to hear these.
That was actually kind of exciting. Why, I've never felt so alive.
Or not. Those I didn't hear. I wonder why I didn't hear it. Is there a way to set? Let me just see something. Okay, no way to set where the audio source is, so it should come out of my main source. All right, let me do that. I'll have to play around with those. You heard them? Let me see something here. Is there a way to do it in here? No, I'll have to figure out why I can't hear those. I will play around with that later. Let's pull some good champions in here. We'll leave her on the team because it's the last set of these that I do. Let's put in Hit Monkey. Let's go with Gamora. Why not? Let's go that way. Lefty's favorite champ lately, right here. I don't like the guy, but Lefty likes him. And isn't that all that matters? Is that Lefty likes somebody, and that's all that matters. I don't know how this is going to work. We'll see. Why am I not building any charges up there, dude? Oops. Well, that ain't going to work very well. Well, darn. She'll work fine for this fight, just not the way I wanted her to. I wanted to make them roasty toasty. Okay, let's go now for the next grouping. So the way I do these arenas, the first 5 matches, my lowest rank 7-star rank 2s. I do a set of those. And then I do a set of my lowest PI, 7-star rank 2s. And then I do a set of my lowest ranked rank 3s, or lowest PI rank 3s. I'll get it out right yet. Somehow, some way. And then I do my rank 4s, and then I'm done. Mr. Lee Boyce coming in. See, now those sounds I'm missing too. Whoops, that's not it. That's not it. I forgot the confetti. Yeah, those sounds aren't going to the right spot. I know where they're going. I know where they're going now. Okay. That must mean I have to do this. I'm betting, no, the default sound source is set. I wonder if there's a way for me to... Hey, I'm reverse controlled. I love fighting this game. I love this game. So much fun. And of course, she's not in the corner. Fine, now we can just pound on her. I like it when they're in the corner. And then we just do that, and that should kill. Just in time. Thank you, Lee. Thank you. This was what I was looking for. There it is. There it is. Perfect. Okay, I've got to figure out why system sounds through this are going somewhere else. I bet you that's in my audio settings here. Let's see if we can fix it real quick. Audio, desktop audio 1, desktop audio device 2. That is correct. Notifications, enable sound. I don't know. I don't know why I can't hear it, but thank you, Lee. And gifted goes out to Hake. Hey, Punishing. Got Paragon, took down. Hey, congrats on the Paragon. Big stuff there. Good stuff. Good stuff, my friend. You know what? We'll even give you one of these. See, I can hear those. I just can't hear all my other notifications I've got set up. So I got to figure that out yet. That's weird. Yeah, we'll play around with it later. We will play around with it after this to figure out why they are not going to the right spot. They're going to my monitor that I got a cable plugged into so I don't hear it like the game sounds, because there's an echo. When I do it, I hear it through the speaker like half a second later, and it is terrible to try and play with it. You know, you don't necessarily use the sounds in this game too much, but when things are delayed by like half a second, you can't imagine how bad it screws up your head. Just try it once. Put in a set of Bluetooth headphones and try and play the game. unless you've got some that are really high quality. You know, your standard Bluetooth headphones have a small delay. So just try to do a 5-hit combo. You'll hear the game sounds, it'll be delayed, and it'll throw you off. So, okay. Now I just need to figure out those sounds. But we'll get that after this. You know, Penny, except for when they do a light attack to start, isn't too bad. You came up versus someone with 8 ranks. Oh, yeah. That'll happen, unfortunately. I didn't run my daily BGs. I haven't tried the new meta out yet. I will be, like I said, I will finish my incursions run tonight, and then I guess I'm going to probably rank 4 somebody. And it's probably going to be somebody for one of the 2 metas. Here are the rank 4 candidates. Right now, if I rank for the meta, basically skill champions that shrug, it would be either Cheoth or Mole Man. The other one would be if I pull Maker. I may rank for Maker. Wow, 14 hits and just 1 bleed out of all that. Yeah, I think those are probably the big leading candidates right now. Speaking of Cheoth and Mole Man, let's run them both right here. I love both champions. I'm just trying to figure out who will get banned least. I could do Zemo as well. A rank 4 Zemo I think would be pretty cool. Hey, Andy. Yeah, I've got a rank 4 Bastion. I've got Ironheart rank 4. And who's my other? I've got Future Ant-Man rank 4. Are my 3 tech rank 4s. We're about to run our rank 4s too. Mole Man is pretty handy though, so I think of the 2, I may go Mole Man over Chi, but I have a feeling he will be banned almost all the time in the next meta. Love using Future Ant-Man. I have a 6-star rank 4. He's fun. He is very, very good at power control. All right. And I really like Yelena as well. She has grown on me offensively. She is a good defender. You know, not a great defender. You know, most people have figured her out. She's a good defender. She is a little undervalued on the attack side, I think. But good overall. Have a Sig 200 6-star Sasquatch. He's not bad. What in the world's going on here? I reset this, right? Okay, it's all reset. I don't... Typically the ones I've used show up at the top, but whatever. Doesn't matter. Yeah, he's good for defense and BGs. He's good in some matchups. He's not the greatest attacker. He never really has been. If you throw his special 2 while he's in Wrath, you can hurt a few things. But he's more of a defender than he is an attacker. He's a pain in the butt on defense because you've got the his little regen that he can do when he's awakened. You really can't hit into him easily once he goes into Wrath. Just has a tendency to slow fights down. Do I rank 5 your SIG 111 Future Ant-Man 6-star right now, or do I wait for my... I would, you're through Act 7. I would start probably putting more focus on the 7 stars, but, look at Act 8 as you start going through it. See who you need there. See if there's somebody that would make your life easier on a path. If you're focused on clearing the act content, make sure you have counters for like the bosses, things like that. They'll just make your life easier. The paths aren't terribly tough. Just make sure you have champions ranked up for the bosses. That would be my recommendation. You've got Cerastes you have to worry about. You've got Bahamut. So you got to, Bahamut probably would require, best one's Shang-Chi. Mo-Man works well. Kingpin works well. Your skill shruggers work well against Bahamut. Cytalis, you need ideally a mutant that gets prowess, makes it much easier. Cerastes, you want a cosmic champion, that just makes things easier. And then the last dude, whatever his name was, Shaka Khan or whatever it is. Glykon, I think is what his name is. There we go. I don't know who I'd say is best for him. Got Doom, CGR, Spider-Ham, Jugs maxed. Good group to have maxed. I got Cyclops, Herc. Cyclops would be very good for Cytalis and probably for Glykon as well. I would think both of them, he would do a very good job there. So yeah, I would start looking at that over, necessarily, one particular champion. Start looking for things that'll take those bosses to make your life easier. Yeah, Bastion would be very, very good. He's going to be helpful in a lot of act content. Bastion's very good because, if you run across, any lanes that have a bleed or a poison, he's going to regen from them. So, not to mention he's good for a lot of pesky mutants. He can't really counter some of the regen paths. He doesn't have any way to stop regen. That's probably his shortcoming. He doesn't have a way to take care of prowess. But all in all, very good champ. I spent enough for him. That's what I know. Well, for the tier 6, you can always use the trophy tokens from Battlegrounds. You can always use Radiance if you're in an alliance. Lots of ways to get it. Really, with the 6 stars, my recommendation is go with Who's Fun. You're gonna outgrow them relatively soon. Well, if they're never active, if you're not doing AQ and getting radiance every week, and you're wanting to kind of grind and get better at the game, improve your roster, things like that, that would be something I would definitely look for. Yeah, see, I would probably, unless you're in there with real life friends, you might want to look at doing, taking a jump up. Hey, that wasn't very nice of you. I always love it when you hit me on a dash back. Where's the best way to find an alliance? You can ask in live streams like this. I just ask the streamer first if you can ask, kind of advertise yourself looking for an alliance. I don't mind if you do it in my streams. Not a lot in here right at the moment. I don't mind if you do it here. There is a Discord channel, I think, on the MCOC Discord that you can do it. And there is a forum on the MCOC forums. You've got Reddit. You've got the unofficial MCOC Discord channel as well. Those are probably the best spots that I know of. Don't use global chat in game. You will not like the outcomes. It may be a little hard right now to find one because you are mid-war season. Line Apple. Yeah, there are some. You kind of have to be invited to those rooms though. So I don't ever think of line for alliance recruitment. I'm not in any of the chats. So Spot, Hulkbuster, Shathra, Scream. I really like Shathra. What am I doing? Let's do this. Of those, I think Shathra is probably the best. Scream is decent. Holy moly, 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 moly. How did she get so many frickin' charges? Yeah, Shathra will be nice. Shathra can handle a lot of power gain. She can handle a lot of fights that you don't think she would be good at. Because of the way she has got a different play style, but she was my first rank 4 7-star. Well, Mystic is such a fun class, especially if you have Mystic Dispersion unlocked. Makes those Mystic Defenders, like Sasquatch, much tougher to deal with. And makes your attackers better because you can throw specials more. Now, the downside to it is if you're like me and you run recoils for a lot of things, extra power and throwing specials more often may not be exactly what you want. Gore had the potential to be a very, very good champion. He had the potential. I think with a slight boost to his debuff damage, he would be pretty good. I mean, you can even do it diminishing returns. The first debuff, of each type, is 100%. The second debuff, each additional one drops by 90 or by 10%, something like that, just to boost some of that debuff damage. That, one set of debuffs on him does nothing. Typically, will heal with willpower healing. It would be nice not to have to stack like 4 of each to do any real damage with them. It would be nice if maybe the initial set at least equaled out to willpower. And then, each subsequent set can be a little less. Okay. Stop evading me. Jeez Louise. Absman is a very good rank up. That's the other thing with 6 stars. Look for 6 stars like Absman, like Doom, like Herc, that do not have a 7-star equivalent. Learn to play Shathra. She will help you out a lot. I used her a lot in Act 8 and Act 9. This is another guy who has some potential. He can do some pretty darn big, nasty hits. And he's got some cool things in his kit. But the stars have to align perfectly in a fight for it to happen. Learn to play her first. Don't use any resources you're going to regret using until you've kind of figured out her play style. She's got a little bit of a different play style where you want to throw it, hit into them like normal, throw a special one. Then you want to start draining their power. You drain their power by holding heavy. You drain theirs, she gains. If you're holding heavy when you throw the SP2, she is unblockable and does a crap ton of damage. So there are Shathra videos out there. Make sure you look at a how to play Shathra video before, I would say, doing anything else. Make sure you like the gameplay style. Anytime there's a champ that's got a different style of gameplay, I recommend playing them first. That said, I did take Shathra up to rank 4 without ever playing her because I knew she was going to be powerful. I knew she was going to be good, and I wanted to learn to play her. Oops. Pushed him red. Oh well. Really? You dexed me and then you parried me? Come on, game. Hey, Cal, I got something for you. MCOC, my favorite champion. Saves you with those blocks and then does this on people all day long. All right, we're almost done here. A few more rounds, and then we'll call this a stream. I've got a few things I've got to fix yet, but I am very pleased that things are working. You guys aren't getting echoes and all that lovely junk. Gives me hope for later today when my good speakers show up that things will really work and improve and be the way I want them to be. Wow, Tanky Juggy. He didn't want to go down. Domino's another one I need to rank for, and I need to throw the 20 SIGs into her because I'm not, I guess, ever pulling her again. I left her at SIG 180, figuring at some point I was going to get row, held heavy too long. I figured at some point I was going to get a puller again. Okay. Now, watch Sentinel melt. God, there is nothing more satisfying in this game than a good long shot special 2. That's all I grind it for. I don't need any of the other stuff. I just want the units. I'm on the grind right now for... I want to get to 30K. I'm at 29.4, something like that. 29.2. And you can see, I mean, this arena doesn't take very long. You know, keeping in mind, I did a couple Alliance Quest fights in there, so that took about 5 minutes. I talked and wasn't focused on the arena for a little bit at the very beginning. So this arena's probably taken me, at this point, maybe 40 minutes. You know, the featured arena takes longer, but this one's not bad. This one's a quick one to get everything done. It would be faster if they didn't put Zola in the arena. I always get the decks on that, and then I go in too early. Just did it again. Oops, I did it again. And there we go. Recently took this chick up to rank 3 as well. She was, you know, I actually won Lady Deathstrike from a Kabam live stream. She would be very, very good. Oops, I forgot about that part of the special, but you can see right there why. You know, got hit by the special, did nothing to me. You're at a whopping 1,400. You know, with my lack of desire to end one more round of arena here, so let's bring in some good champions that are fun. Let's do there. Let's do there. Who's somebody else? Let's bring in Jack for the last round. You know, there are, with my lack of desire to spend, grinding the units out of arena, much better option for me. Oopsie. Could throw a special 1. Put the slow on them. Yeah, I've won 2. I won 2 champions from Kabam live streams. Believe it or not, I won twice. And I think a couple of the first ones that they ever did was Lady Deathstrike. And who was the other one? Oh, the other one was just some crystals. But I've won twice. All right, and we're done with Arena. And that's that. And then later today, we get to claim, ooh, we got to use those things. We get to claim all this crap later today. I claim stuff on Thursdays and Sundays. I still haven't claimed him yet on this account. Let's see. Lady Deathstrike was what, 2 years ago? Something like that. It was before I started streaming. With both wins. Well, no, I was streaming some. I just wasn't streaming a lot. I wasn't part of the CCP at that point. All right. We're done here. We're done with Arena. We are done for now with the stream. So we're going to say goodbye for right now. I will be back later tonight. I do have... Where am I at in the incursions run? Yeah, there we are. We're in sector zone 14. So we have about half of it left to go. Nick136 is streaming right now. So let's go ahead and we'll go ahead and raid Nick. Hop on over there if you're in here. Please leave the raid message for me. It does help the channel. It does let Nick know that I'm supporting him as well, which is always a good thing to do. And there we go. We can spell my name right, and we'll hit send, and there we go. So anyway, folks, have a good one. Have a great day. Until I see you later tonight, take care all. And thank you again, Lee. Thank you, and we'll see you, Mike.